But as far as like aliens running the show, I haven't really heard, I can't say I have seen anything compelling. You know what I mean? Or no, not anything at all, really, actually. Like I said, just mostly that aliens have been here and people have seen them and shit, and they look different, and they're obviously much more technologically advanced than us. Whether or not they're actually from outer space or they're from another dimension, right? If they're just like traveling interdimensionally, that could be a possibility as well. If they're actually us from the past and they've learned how to travel interdimensionally, and they've, and the sightings that people have seen of them, they describe them like they look gray, their eyes are bigger and shit, like their heads are bigger, they're smaller. That could just be like natural human evolution based on the environment, right? So if they have like a much different environment now, like a much more technologically advanced environment, this could just be like the natural progression of human evolution, and that's what people are seeing
in that environment.
Yeah. So when people see them, they're like, "Yo, it's a fucking alien," but no, it's actually human. Just so many generations of evolution that's occurred.
Yeah, I think that's all plausible. But okay, so you mentioned that you watch these videos about like these guys about 0-point energy and alien tech and like shuttles that just levitate and then zoom off, etc. Like, okay, so that's got to come from somewhere, right? So, is it ultra advanced technology that we've always had? Is it alien technology? Has it come from somewhere else or a different way of viewing things? And are those organizations, those so-called men in black that you were talking about that were in that forest? Are they controlled, or are they part of humans that have control at a high level, or is it aliens that have control of the humans at a high level?
Fuck. All right, let's start with that they are being controlled by aliens, because let's think about how some of these companies could have gotten to the level that they're at, right? To be above the government, to be above the law, in the sense that they're doing things behind the scenes that not even the government is aware about, right? So some of the companies were Raytheon, Skunk Works. There's another big one. Fuck. It's slipping my mind right now, but there's like 3 big ones. DARPA's another one, but there's another one that's like bigger. Anyways.
Lockheed Martin.
Yeah, that's it. Fuck, good job, guy. Yeah, that's the one. So these companies are huge. They're insane. They have lots of power. They're really doing shit behind the scenes. Then how did they get to that point where they have this like escape velocity that they're above the law? One answer could be that, well, aliens, right? An alien could easily do that. An alien could, with the technology that they have, they could organize, especially if they were able to imitate humans in a way, or they wouldn't even have to, right? They could just control certain people, move certain people. I mean, I think it would just be very easy for them, because they're much smarter, much more advanced than us, to sort of know exactly how, like which string to pull to achieve things in a way that they have, in order to have these large companies doing these things behind the scenes. I mean, that could be a possibility, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. So how did they achieve this escape velocity? Well, they've had great funding and they've got a lot of talent to work on these things. So they could have developed these things just through the progression of technology without any alien tech, right? But if they were aliens, then it's probably easier to control a select few than it is to control everybody. And the way that the systems tend to work is like, if you control a select few at a high enough level, then essentially you indirectly control everybody. You know what I mean? Like, if you control these key people, well, then you can control what the direction of progress, so to speak, or the way that life, unfolds on the planet to a degree, right? Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but if you control key people in government, well, then you control what laws get passed, what laws don't get passed, where money goes, blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But there's one hole in this argument now. I just realized, because by the way, that guy's name is Michael Herrera, I think, the whistleblower that had that experience in Indonesia with the spaceship that you're referring to with the men in black.
Yeah.
So what he saw, the ship that was there floating, is that it had parts that he could recognize. It wasn't all alien technology, but it was also mixed with like human technology. And I remember listening to a podcast on the Sean Ryan show with Dr. Russell Greer. No, Russell Greer. Fuck. Dan, if anyone knows who Russell Greer is, you guys, they're going to find that not funny. Stephen Greer, yeah.
Stephen Greer. Okay, yeah.
And he explains that you can tell the difference between an alien ship and one that's mixed with like human, like humans made, like with human technology. Because the alien one, it's clean. It has like just this one solid finish on it with no like external like machinery or anything. Whereas the human made ones, they have like, like shit you would recognize, not all of it, but parts of it at the bottom, you would say. And that's what Michael had said that he saw, was some of that machinery, right? So
it's a hybrid.
Yeah. So if aliens were running the show, why would they be, getting people to create hybrid ships and not just the original ones, or just use the original ones?